Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This episode is about Dolores Huerta. I'm probably butchering that name again. I butchered it last night. It was crazy butchering it last night. My bad. But this is what this episode is about. Activists just out here doing her thing. 94 years old, doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? It's Hispanic Heritage Month, and we're out here doing what we do every year. It feels like, right? We do this every we make that nice transition and show y'all other peoples of color and get it in and all the great historic stuff that they do. It ain't gotta just be in America, but you know how we get down. That's what we do. Before we get into that, Diddy. I don't even know how to like Diddy. And Diddy's joint already just had a ripple effect. Like already people are now trying to put their joints, their life in order. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Lau stepped down from the 300 joint out there with Warner Brothers. There's a whole lot of pieces moving around. There's a whole bunch of things going down. And the names that are on the thing, the people that they're looking to call, they're looking to call a lot of people. They're looking to like, yo, let me holler at you. This is about to be crazy. And for some people, I'm not including myself on this. For some people, there are people who was always like, yo, something up with dude. There's something ain't right about dude. You know, you hear the rumors. And a lot of times you just think that's industry talk, rumors and all this, but you hear the rumors and you're just like, yo, dude is wild. This is for real? Then you see the clips and it feels like sometimes that he said some things that make you go, what? He said, what? Hold on. Time out, dog. We on camera. You said what? But it's what it is. I think we write it off because it's Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you write that stuff off because it's Diddy. You know what I mean? Like, what else you gonna do? It's Diddy. Same way, like, when Kanye say stuff, you just write that off. Like, yo, that's Kanye being Kanye. You hear Diddy say some wild stuff, you go, that's just Diddy being Diddy. Ain't nothing about it. But now, the whole music industry is about to be shaken. A lot of names, a lot of things are gonna happen. A lot of people are gonna try to figure out because that's what to figure out. A lot of people are gonna have to figure out what to do because a lot of these people are potential witnesses, just to use as witnesses. Other people they're looking to give deals to go at Diddy. Like, yo, nah, we got you too, but we're really after him, so we'll cut you off, you know what I mean? Slice you a nice piece, or you might not even do anything, put you on probation, you know what I mean? What you want to do? You want to play ball, or we hit you up with him? How you want to go down? How you want this to play out? Crazy. I'm sorry. I don't even know, like, I'm lost on that. Other news, I think it was earlier this week, or maybe last week. Might have been last week. Kendrick dropped Watch the Party Die. Here's the wild part about this, as I say this. Drake fans went berserk. Drake fans lost their minds. Oh, for real, dog, that's what you saying? And then they just went out here going, man, it's too wordy for me. It's too calm for me. This ain't like us. Whatever, man. He ain't gonna win round 2 with this. Overlooking the fact it's not about Drake. It's about you. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about Drake. It's about you. And the podcasters, and the websites, and the radio stations, and the dudes with the YouTube pages. Everybody who has transformed the culture into something else. And I think some people got it. Some people get it like, yo, ooh, this ain't about Drake. This about us. Ooh. And other people are totally like, well, yeah, there's a lot of words going on that joint. I don't like words, son. But it's real. Like, I've heard it a bunch of times. Shout out to Lecrae. Lecrae I saw somebody go, it's a response record. Or, you know what I'm saying, he spit back, oh, it's the new beat. Heard the joint, and I'm like, again, this is the problem. You're the problem. That is not a response record. That is a +1. That is a oh. And also, you know what I'm saying? That's what that record was. That was a, hey, and don't forget, you know what I'm saying? Let me add up, let me put my 2 cents in on this too. Yeah, the game is crazy right now. A lot of y'all are out here wilding out right now. D1, the Christian rapper that everybody hates, put his 2 cents in. It's not a response. It is an add-on. The industry is crazy. The wild part is the people that don't like it are the main people that are targeted. Like, it's too many people to name names, but they know who they are. Like, there's a piece of them that felt that hit. Like, ooh, man, forget him. Corny anyway, man. Won't nobody listen to Drake. I mean, don't nobody listen to Kendrick. Anyway, forget him. Don't nobody listen to you. But they do, and they will. Then you got people going, I know he ain't about to do this at the Super Bowl. You never know. Here's the thing about Kendrick's music. It's always been wordy. So with it always being wordy, and with the right beat you can be wordy, people are going to listen. And to just slow it down and have that moment, probably not even rhyme it, just say it, make people stop and think, oh snap, word, oh, ooh, okay. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's gonna do all that. Me personally, I don't think he's gonna do all that. I think it's just gonna be dope. And that even that brings a whole nother thing. That was was that last week? That was the big deal. Like, yo, not last week, maybe not last week, but whenever it was announced, right? Because I've been a while since I've been hitting y'all up. I've been posting old stuff. This is brand new, brand spanking new. This is 9/19/24. This is brand spanking new. So it's been a minute since I got down with y'all. When the Super Bowl thing was announced, I'm gonna say this also. No, gotta say the first part first. When the joint was announced, it's gonna be Kendrick in New Orleans. Everybody was hating. Everybody was hating the wrong person. Everybody was going at Kendrick versus Jay-Z and his people. That's that. Second, Lil Wayne, Weezy, says himself, he just took for granted that was going to be his. So his ego was shook. He was hurt. And he was like, yo, thank the fans for having the same assumption I had and making me go, you know, this should have been my joint. And the fact that you guys were talking big up on me, y'all was bigging me up, y'all was talking great about me. Thank y'all. Cause I was really like, yo, when you know what I'm saying? When the news hit, I sunk in I was in my bad place for a minute. Thank y'all. The fact that LA had the Dre thing is what makes people think we should do this all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's where that comes from. That LA thing, it was less about saluting Dre and Snoop and all of that because they're from LA. It was more of a moment of, look how far these men have come. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys, some of the listeners, some of the people who make this content talking about hip-hop, they're too young to remember Dr. Dre and especially Snoop were America's enemies. Like, these dudes were really hated. They had, I tell y'all all the time, like, Snoop's face was on the cover of Newsweek or something like he was Bin Laden. Like, they was really out here hating this dude. They really, like, yo, this dude was corrupting white families. You know what I'm saying? Like, Snoop, Dr. Dre and Snoop, but definitely because of Snoop with Dr. Dre, Snoop was on MTV just because. It didn't have to be on MTV Raps. It didn't have to be MTV Jams. It was just because. Like, you could just, you know what I'm saying? As soon as the Rock show went off, a Snoop video came on. You're like, yo, they really love Snoop. They loved Snoop. And Snoop's vibe back then was so gangster and profane. And it was just like, yo, he's corrupting our kids. Then he had the murder charge. They was really out here like, yo, this dude is living the mute. He ain't just talking that talk. He living it. He gonna get my kids shot. He gonna mess around and have my daughter go out here and bang black dudes and get pregnant. And then I'm gonna have me a mixed baby grandbaby. Oh no, no Snoop, I hate you so bad. That was really it. I ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? Not exaggerating. That was really the vibe. They would really like. Grandmothers had no idea who a Snoop Doggy was. I remember skipping school and going to a Sam's Goody and all of that, and watching old ladies around Christmas time try to get their kids the Snoop joint and just call them all kind of things. Scooby-Doo, Snoopy-Doo, Snoopy-Dee, Snoop, Snoop the doggy dog dude. I don't know. The video, he turned into a Doberman Pinscher on the video. That's all they knew. And I know when the kids cracked that joint open and threw that joint in the system, and they heard what they heard, they were like, "Oh, this is what's up. Hold on, that's the Christmas present? Oh, Lord." Grandma probably passed out. Yeah. And as grandparents, as you know, with the Super Bowl, grandparents are out here rocking that joint. They was out here still, DRE. Yeah, they was rocking. They was out here. It's your birthday, go shorty. It's your birthday. They was rocking it. Different generation. That's that generation that was like, oh my Lord, they gone. Well, they're just not even, definitely not relevant. So to not understand the impact that Snoop and Dr. Dre have, and the way that they came from being Ice Cube too. These guys, Ice-T, these guys were enemies of the state. Heroes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loves Snoop. Everybody loves Ice Cube. Everybody loves grandmothers. Love Ice-T. Dr. Dre. It is what it is. That was what that was. That was a yo. We overcame all the BS. Now that the smoke is cleared, let our legacy be our legacy. That was that moment. Lil Wayne ain't in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Now, yes, it would have been great to hear Lil Wayne represent New Orleans. And not only that, I take it a step further. It would have been great to have Lil Wayne represent New Orleans and then bring out New Orleans. You see what I'm saying? Not just, because everybody's like, yeah, he bring out Nicki Minaj, and he bring out Drake. Scratch that. Push that to the side. He bring out BG. He bring out Manny Fresh. He bring out Juvie. He brings out Master P. He brings out Mia X. Yo, New Orleans is represented well. You know what I'm saying? He gets some of the bands to rock out. Boom. Psh. New Orleans. He brings New Orleans to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? They're just thinking small. Like, you bring out Drake and Nicki. No. Represent New Orleans. Put something out there that was already out there that the masses had no idea about. That it really, as much as it really wasn't all good between Cash Money and No Limit, it really was good between Cash Money and No Limit. They understood it's the industry putting us against each other. Yeah, there's that competition just off top going, yo, we trying to rep the city harder than y'all, but at the same time, we're repping the city. They started to realize, yo, we got to look at it like Texas. We got to look at it like Atlanta. Y'all doing what y'all doing. We doing what we're doing. It makes the city, it puts the city in everybody's mind. It puts the city in everybody's face. You even take it a step further. You go out here, you go get Boosie. You represent. You really put these joints on. You could do that. That's the bigger picture. Yeah, I get it. But it's going to be Kendrick. And who knows what Kendrick is going to do. Kendrick might shock you and bring Lil Wayne out for a hot second to do something. You never know. Kendrick might bring Lil Wayne out, who then brings Drake out. Then they squash the beef for the whole world to see. I'm saying it. I know, here's something, because I'm not hearing anybody say that. Because everybody wants that to be a thing. I'm saying, here are two dudes who was formerly together. Somebody caught feelings about some comments being said. They really started beefing. There was a 10-year build-up for what we got this past summer. It happened. We saw what happened. But to do that, gotta let the world know it is what it is. Bring your mans out, they dap up, boom, boom, throw holding hands in the air. They continue to rock on. They walk off stage. Well, they in the joint like that. Bring Weezy out. Weezy and them rock a little something. He bring Nicki out. And everybody's like, yeah, I know they ain't about to. Oh, my God. Then him and Kendrick shake, hug it out, whatever. Super Bowl's over. The football announcers then have to downplay and act like they can get back to the game, because you're going to have to downplay that fact that this just happened. This monumental moment happened. They're going to have to be like, and now back for the game. No, somebody going to have to, look, they're going to have to do that. But somebody going to have to be big enough to go, man, y'all just see what this was. That was a historic moment. That was I don't care who it is. It could be an old white man for all I care. Somebody better be like, yo, this was a historic moment we just witnessed. Kendrick Lamar and Drake squashed the beef. You can act like, let them not know. I heard there was beef over the summer. I guess it's squashed. Everything's cool. Oh my God. Yeah. You know what I mean? No matter what that game looked like, no matter what the score is, no matter how great whoever was, Monday on every single talk show, ESPN, FS1, I don't care. Every podcaster who wants to talk about football is going to be talking about, yo, them dudes squash beef. That's going to be the joint. I can't believe, yo, that's crazy, son. Let's get to football. Okay, let's get to football. But on the real, though, was you expecting that? I mean, there was rumors. Nah, they want no rumors. Stop lying, dog. You got the same connections I got. Stop trying to act like you know everything, dog. Nobody knew, son. Nobody knew. Like, this dude, Drake took a whole private jet up out this joint, dropped off, came up the cut, slid through a couple of people. There was rumors that he had the hoodie low. Ain't nobody even know. You know, and then there's the fact there's a bunch of light-skinned dudes who be going out their way to look like this dude, so you really ain't know. Then he came through. Oh my God. It will change everything. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm saying that would be dope if it did. You know what I mean? Put hip-hop in a beautiful place. It was already in a beautiful place this summer because of the lyrical expedition. Lyrical expedition that we had with these two brothers. These brothers was pushing each other up. Oh, word, that's what we doing? Okay, boom, let me step it up then. I wasn't expecting you to bring that. Okay, boom. Oh, that's what you doing? Boom. And they was just out here, and it was in that little week, 2 week span of nothing but joints. And then you end it off. You technically start 2025 off. The Super Bowl is in February, so that's the beginning of the year. You start the year off with, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Bam, hip hop. What are we talking about right now? What are we talking about? Anyway, but that's the joints. That's what I'm talking about, man. I saw Rebel Ridge, and I have to tell y'all, man, I have no idea what I don't know. The way they put that trailer out means you think this was just some regular, you know what I'm saying, white cops harassing black people, racial tension, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, all right, cool. I ain't really trying to see this. Then somebody told me, nah, son, it's a little deeper than that. Then I heard other people say, nah, it's a little deeper than that. I'm like, okay, then let me check this joint out. This joint is official. It's an official movie. It's dope. I see why everybody is out here speaking highly of this movie. This movie is crazy. This movie is real dope. Okay, yeah. This is a little, you know what I mean? And then it's like, it's one of those things where the more you got to it, you understood. Like, everybody was like, the cops were evil, but they weren't evil, but they were evil. And it was even more evil. And I think it got heightened because here's somebody who's really trying to pester this thing that we got going on. So now y'all about to really mess up our good thing. We really got to do what we got to do to get rid of you. That's kind of where that went. Am I saying that they shouldn't be looked at as good guys? Nah. I mean, as bad guys? Nah. That ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, They had their reason to do what they were doing. They were looking out for their area. You know what I'm saying? I got that. Then all the other stuff jump off, and it's just, yo, the action scene is crazy. My man was out here on some no-kill thrill type joint. He was like, I'm gonna mess y'all. Like, no, it was only one dude that really caught it bad. Like, one dude caught it. If you want to count two, because one dude got his arm broke, you can count that as bad. But for the most part, yo, one dude caught it bad. The one main dude caught it. One main villain dude caught it worse than everybody. It was a dope movie, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people are like, yo, we need a sequel. Don't do that. Y'all already asking for sequels and prequels and all of this stuff, and then when you get it, it's not what you were expecting, and you get lost, and you start whining and crying, and you're like, no, this ain't what I thought it was gonna be. Stop. Matter of fact, here's how crazy this is. Beetlejuice has come out, and technically, not to sound rude, I really haven't seen a lot of anybody talking about Beetlejuice since it was released. The build-up was more hype than, like, now that it's out, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody out talking that talk. I saw Beetlejuice. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Here's a wild thing. I'm gonna say this with respect. Whoever the writer was for Beetlejuice, he needs to do classes. He needs to go out here and do classes at all these Hollywood studios. He needs to sit down with all of these writers and let these writers know, this is how you do it, son. This is what you do. You want to have your joint multi-layered out? This is how you do it. In this small, compact time frame, by the way. Don't need to be a 3-hour movie. The small, compact time frame. You can have multiple plots that all come together at the end of the joint. Because that's really what Beetlejuice was. Beetlejuice was a nice tie-up and beautifully for the franchise. Way too long in the making, yes, but worth it. Now I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Nah, son, it was no." That joint was crazy. That joint was dope. It had a bunch of different plots. You know what I'm saying? And I don't spoilers. There's Lydia with her mans. There's Lydia's daughter who's in her own little space of like, forget you, mom, because it seems like you're talking to all these ghosts except for the one ghost that counts, and that's Pops. So I think you out here faking it, because why you ain't never talking to Pops? You talking to all these other ghosts, but you ain't talking to Pops. You on that BS, mom. I ain't messing with you. So there's that conflict between them. Lydia's dad dies. Now what they gonna do with the house? There's that whole joint. The daughter comes for the funeral. She goes out and then ends up meeting a ghost who lies to her. We find out lies to her. You know what I'm saying? Because he thinking it like, yo, it is what it is. They go up. He's like, yo, I can help you see your peoples. You really want to see your father? I can help you see your father. Marry me. Sign this contract. We'll make this joint. We'll go up into the ghost world. Come to find out, dude wasn't a good dude. Dude killed the parents. He's a bad ghost. Lydia goes, yo, Beetlejuice, I need help to find my daughter. What you want to do about it? I'll marry you, son. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than this whatever we got going on. I gotta get my daughter. I gotta put it back into this real world. I got you. Let's do it. Boom. Too many joints is flying around. Shorty, sexy Italian bride. She comes out. She killed. They show you that she killed Beetlejuice. You know what I'm saying? She killed herself. She killed Beetlejuice. She was trying to be a witch or whatever. She's now hunting this dude down because she was like, that's her love. And this dude is like, yo, nah, I am not dealing with you. So she's out here killing other ghosts in the ghost world. William Dafoe comes in. He's a cop dude, actor dude, whatever, hunting her down. Trying to at the same time tell Beetlejuice, dude, you need this hide somewhere. I'm trying to help you out. What are you doing? Play the cut, sit down, lay low. Beetlejuice is Beetlejuice. All of this is happening at the same time. Then they see Shorty's father, Lydia's husband. He's working in one of the office joints. He got an office gig. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yo, I can help try to get y'all back to the real world. This was so layered out. It was layered out. Y'all ain't understanding. There's a bunch of stories jumping off at the same time, and they all come together and they bobbing and weaving and bouncing off of each other. Whoever wrote this, or the team that wrote this, needs to holler at Hollywood and go, you can do multiple joints at the same time and make it all come together. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the Russo brothers, because they do it. They did it with I'm always gonna say Infinity War more than Endgame, but they did it. They made sure all of the stuff worked together. We need that in Hollywood, because some of these movies are trash. Like, a lot of these movies are straight garbage. And then you have that. You have this movie that is just multi-layered, and I know a lot of people didn't get there was no CGI for the most part, right? It was all old school Beetlejuice joint. Beetlejuice he wasn't really in it like that. It was really a story about a mom and a daughter bonding, getting over something that they both were carrying that pain separately. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, yo, she gets this boyfriend dude, and he's feeding off of now the next major loss in life. And he goes, yo, let's get married. And she's just, forget it. Yeah, let's do it. Daughter's like, yo, for real? Because I don't really think he was really more than my pops. And she lets her know, like, yo, there's a piece of guilt that she held with that. And it's, like I said, it's very ill. I don't know if everybody, because like I said, I'm not seeing people talk about how dope it was or whatever. I just like, it was alright. And we move on. But that was a very laid out joint. Anyway, man, let's get into this Dolores joint. I'm not going to try to say her name again because I suck at that. But we're going to get into what we do. Thank y'all for listening. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lost Boys. And we also will be doing the debate. I know it's a week late, but we got the debate coming up. The review of the debate. And everything that followed after that. Because we're a week late. So we can give you all that. Thanks for rocking with us. This is what we do. This is how we get down. Boom. Let's get into what we do. Yes. Look, man, that's what happened when you live. We were super live. I don't know what's been jumping off, but lately, one of my joints just gets stuck and just don't go nowhere. It's like, and it happens at the weirdest times, you know what I'm saying? But we here, we live. Look, see how they go? We keep it a buck. Full transparency. All disclosure. Y'all know how we do, man. Ain't nothing redacted. It's all fact, not fiction. Y'all addicted to dope music. I came through with the mixing, cutting, scratching. Can't be scratching or cutting, cause if the magic is start to and the button get to freezing, then for no reason I be like, no panicking, your man again. Do what he gotta do. He handle it with damaging. Properties hit, he be on top of it. Shh. And come through with it like yo. Y'all don't understand right now. I just did the whop. But anyway, this is what we do. This is how we get down. I'm out here whopping on y'all. Slick Rick whop too. Like none of them. Slick Rick had the coolest whop. Slick Rick whop just looked like it was natural for him. Like ain't nobody. Dude be like really putting too much into their joint. Slick Rick joint be like, I'm feeling sad, sad and blue. Hey, yeah, ain't nobody out here whopping like Slick Rick. I remember I wanted to walk around with a patch on my eye. Like, I don't even know what was wrong with Slick Rick. I just wanted it because it looked so cool. Dudes like, you want to be a pirate? Then they started catching up on the Slick Rick. Oh, you think you Slick Rick? Like, dude, you late. I've been thinking I was Slick Rick with the Kango turn backwards. I'm out here just like, just trying to, hey, I got my gold fronts in my teeth. Trying to get my accent on. I don't know what y'all trying to do right here, you peasants. Y'all ain't ready for this right here. I gets down like that, man, son. What? And they was like, you think you all that, son? Nah. Bring it back. I was out here killing them out here. Once upon a time, not long ago, I just for a hot minute. Just when I say a hot minute, it was like a month. You in class answering questions. The answer would be B, ma'am. What? Just like that, ma'am. That's what we're doing out here, right? What's one of us to say? What you want to talk about that right now, yeah? Huh? And they be like, oh my God, stop it. You're black. Do that today, and they be like, stop it, you're black. And you just point to whole Hollywood, all of the black actors, and be like, British. What I'm supposed to do? And then they just like, oh my God. I rock the accent all day then. You know what I mean? Plus, chicks thought it was cool. We talking middle school chicks though. That don't even matter sometimes. Like middle school chicks like dudes who was musty, so that don't even like. Oh my God, I like Tevin. Tevin smells like onions, old onions and trash. Like he smelled like onion, trash, and feet, and his breath stink. I mean, he be doing things. Yeah, showering ain't one of them. Like I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, y'all remember that. Y'all remember. And then dudes would do that too. Be out here trying like, yo, but she be stinking. So why y'all still messing with it? Cause she go though. You know what I mean? She down. Ski. Look. Older dudes would be like, she's a schizoid. And then do the Flavor Flav shake after they say schizoid and get the shivering. You be like, I'm good, B. Use a ski like that's wild. Like that was the wild. Like chicks would really like that's the difference between like chicks back then. You go like, she a skeezer. They be ready to fight. Who you call? I'm gonna get my brother and he gonna smash you, son. Chicks, you be like, yo, she's a thought, she's a bop, she go. They be like, yep, Then get the booty clapping and shaking and looking back at you to make sure you really look. What you trying to do? Like, nah, I'm good. Like that's just the whole chicks didn't want to be called that back in the day. They didn't want to be put out there like that. You know what I'm saying? I liked it, you. You know what I'm saying? You like everybody, apparently. It wasn't just me, it was all us. You know what I'm saying? There's always that one kid in the cut going, not me, and I'm like, not him. I just feel bad when they and everybody, I think everybody found themselves being that one dude at some point. Not me. And like, what? Like, when did this happen? When was jumping off when this happened? Like, nah. But anyway, this ain't what we here to talk about. It's hold on. Let's get it down. Let's do it officially. Take it from the top. We gonna take it from the top like this moment in Hispanic history. And it don't stop. On to the 2, 3 to the 4. What I'm gonna do? Hit you with more info. Y'all be like, oh my God, there that tempo be banging. He thinking of something, but nothing keep coming to his mind. I'm chilling. Y'all feel it? We do it. One more time. Come on, here we go. Anyway, and I'm gonna keep it real with y'all because we do that over here. Watching PBS. First of all, let me say something also. PBS has this thing. There's this one joint called Create. Create, I think, got a little logo or whatever. But it's all food and travel joints. So if you ain't into all that other stuff and you just want to like, yo, how do you cook joints and all that? Got a joint. That's the joint. I don't know about everywhere, but I know out here that's the joint. We keep it on that. Anyway, we ended up going to the regular real PBS channel one time watching something. I forgot what we were watching, but we were watching something. And then after that, this chick came on and she was talking to this woman that I'm about to talk about. And I was like, yo, how did I not get down with her? And with all due respect, I'm also say it like this though. Y'all know me. I try not to give you the obvious, and that was my fault. I don't try to give you the obvious, and Cesar Chavez is an obvious. Like, that's a gimme. You talking Hispanic Heritage Month, Cesar Chavez should be like the first name that pops, one of the first names that pop in your mind. Like, yo, my man. But I didn't think about his homegirl, Dolores, and I'm gonna mess up the last name. Huerta? Look, we gonna call her Diddy. Nah, we ain't. We gonna call her Dolores. Miss Dolores, like you back in like you around. Miss Dolores, cause she's divorced now. So we gonna be like Miss Dolores. But Miss Dolores, look, we sound good. Anyway, Dolores was out here rocking with my man at the very beginning, even back like, you know what I'm saying? And y'all know how we did a joint for Asian Pacific Islander joint. We talked about Felipe. So all three of these heads are coming together and they're making this thing happen. She was there. She was there for the grape boycott. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I forgot what she said. I forgot which one she said was, whether it was her or Caesar. But one of them wanted to actually do a potato joint, and the other one was like, that ain't gonna do nothing. Because people think about potatoes, they think of Iowa. Like, oh, Idaho. Not Iowa. Idaho. And it was like, nah, let's do this grape joint. And they did it. They slowed down the whole situation. They was rocking. Also, what she found herself doing was being a big piece of the movement in the mix of trying to get to the White House. She was literally Bobby Kennedy's like right-hand shorty. She was there when he got assassinated. She was always around. She was in the grind. She was in the mix. She did stuff with Martin Luther King. She was out here in that grind. She understood that oppression and all of this and discrimination goes way beyond just her people, our people, my peoples. You know what I mean? It affected everybody. So she was definitely on that, yo, we all need to come together and get down and rock. You know what I'm saying? Even as she was like, she's 94. And she was, yo, Black Lives Matter. She was out there in a couple of spots back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And I say back in the day like it was way back. But you know, a few years ago, COVID feel like it's COVID feel like an alternate universe sometimes when you think about that 4-year period. But anyway, she was there. She was out. She has been there. She has even switched her stance on abortion. She got like 11 kids, and then it's like, yo, she gets, everybody has their own situation, so she's about that pro-choice. You know what I'm saying? She's all for the LBGTQUVXYZ community. She here. You know what I'm saying? She is about that life. You know what I'm saying? She's a force to be reckoned with in her own right. You know what I mean? Like she was that joint, cause like when her and your mans had split off and did their own thing, she kept it moving. She even has a foundation named after her. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're talking about. The beauty of just understanding that sometimes you got to be that voice. And she was that voice. She was one of those voices over there on the West Coast doing their thing. Wanting better pay, wanting better, just everything. Wanting the better. Like, yo, we out here doing all this. We deserve better. And she was one of those people who was there for that. And it's like, yo, 94. Look good for 94 too. Like I said, when I looked her up and it was like 94, I look back at the television. I'm like, yo, I would have gave her at least 60. You know what I'm saying? Cause and getting off subject, cause some of us, we're aging gracefully. Others are aging terribly. Like, yo, there be some chicks that be like, yo, I was born in 1993. You know what I mean? You looking at them, you like, like for real? What was you doing? Like, you must have had one of them super throwback lives. Like, you got that like rough look on your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look like my grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Because that's wild. Like, sometimes you just think about that. Like, Red Fox was 43 when he got the role of Fred Sanford. You know what I'm saying? 43. Denzel is like 70 something, right? Denzel still looks slightly older than a Red Fox back then. Slightly older. Eddie Murphy looks nothing. Eddie Murphy looks completely younger than a Red Fox from 1970 something. You know what I'm saying? So for a 94-year-old woman, she looks great. She looked good. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay. And she didn't look bad when she was younger either, but she, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep it a buck. As she got noticed, she almost looks like an old Asian lady. Like, I know 6 Asian chicks she looks just like. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. You look like Mrs. Chow. I'm thinking, you know what I mean? You look like you might complete a stunt double for Shorty in the Venom movies for a minute. I don't know. You sure you ain't got no Asian in your blood? But anyway, I'm joking. I'm playing around. Let's get back into this music and hopefully everything go good. Rock with me, y'all. We out here doing what we gotta do. We doing what we gotta do. Thank y'all for getting down. Legal Crime Radio. These are the type of joints. Look, I ain't think I said this in a while, have I? Yeah. Bing me. You know what I'm saying? You get the whole joints on social media. I'm about to start putting these clips up on YouTube. You know, these history moments. That's the Our World, Our Time podcast on everything. You know what I'm saying? On almost everything. You know what I'm saying? There's a few joints that's not on there, but it's on almost everything else. So it's all dope. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we gonna do. That's how we gonna do when we move it to 1, 2. I be roboting and y'all be like, stop it. But I be still rhyming, so what you gonna do? I can give it to you, so what you gonna do with it? I can give it to you, so what? What's that, J.O. Felony? Yo, salute to J.O. Felony. Let's get into this music, though. I don't think J.O. Felony's coming up, because it's not. I'm about to take it to a different direction now. Let's do what we do. Yeah. Oh, matter of fact, before we even get started, rest in peace to Whitney Houston. Let's go. Yes. Hey, that's my time. I'm up out of here. Yo, technical difficulties and all, we still had a ball. Feel like I'm up inside of the bar. Telling all y'all, this last call, get your alcohol, get your groove on. Talk to that shorty that, yo, you couldn't just move on. Now all the dudes done died down, the competition's low. You better roll up before you get to go, cause yo, if she say no, it's just a no then. Then you get the ugly duckling and then you show out. You go out, don't make it love thing. Make sure you got a car, don't make a baby. I'm talking crazy. Yeah, it's so amazing. Rest in peace to Luther, I'm the truth, yeah. Just listening to a dude do it in the booth. I'm like, hey, yo, anyway, it's time for me to go. Let me get up out of here, like, man, I messed up. Hold on, 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, let's go. They say you only live once, that's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allows you to get out here and continue your journey, please show the world the best version of who? The best version of you. Y'all be safe and do what you do. I don't know, that's I always make it, anyway, man, I'ma holler at y'all Saturday. We gonna take it with stuff and make sure everything goes smooth. Word.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.